Hey guys, just a quick 2-minute update on what's going to come later on tonight. I've been pretty busy today, so I haven't had time to be in the lab, but now I do. So I've started reverse engineering the circuitry on this. So far what I found is on the 7133H, I think it is 3.3 volt LDO regulator, there is an output capacitor, and on its input there is a 150 ohm resistor, an S4 Schottky diode, and nothing else. There is no capacitor on the input to it. The next thing I've noticed is on the input of this device there are two capacitors not attached to the regulator, but I've still got to trace it out. I think they go via a resistor to the power that goes to this op amp or whatever it is. So straight away there's a design flaw there because there's a capacitor on the output of a regulator without one on the input of it. That's just already wrong for a few different reasons. So what I've done is I've soldered one wire onto the output of the regulator, one wire onto the input side of it. Sorry, that's the input side, that's the output side. We still got our existing setup here so that we can plug it in and probe around different points with the scope. So yeah, but basically for now, I can already tell you that I'm not going to need this Schottky diode or this resistor in the circuit. I might actually leave a resistor in there and put a capacitor after it to film an LC filter. So I might put, say, like a 100 ohm resistor and a 1 microfarad or a 10 microfarad capacitor. This thing only runs off 10 milliamps. You know, to ground after that and eliminate the diode on the input of the regulator. And obviously the input capacitor also needs to be a larger size than the output capacitor, so when power down, there isn't a higher voltage on the output of the regulator to the input, because that could potentially damage the regulator. So yeah, it looks like they've put more filtering capacitors on the input side for this op amp or whatever it is here, and not worried about the regulator and that having wire going to it with some inductance to it, and then this resistor and diode going straight to the input is making it ring with only a capacitor on the output. But yeah, so I'll make a video later on. I'll have this fully reverse engineered, both circuits, the circuit for the little op amp and the regulator circuit, and I'll draw it in pen, not in pencil, so you guys can see it clearer than this, and we'll go from there.